The virtual reality experience gives an opportunity for the young people to have a go at a trade that they may not necessarily have exposure to initially.
Today we were using the virtual reality headsets to take us to the construction sites. We were doing like electrical work, painting, tiling and cabinet making. And they also took us to a civil construction site where we were just using like excavators.
For me personally, it was getting in hands-on experience. I'm not really good at sitting still and taking notes. It was a really good experience, to be honest.
I started at the surveying site, so surveys the area and make sure it's all like flat and level. The funnest part is probably operating some of the machinery in the VR.
This experience broadens the opportunities that our young people are aware of within the construction industry, so broadening their understanding of what's available, even in our local area, is important.
My favourite part of being in the virtual reality was probably the painting. It was really satisfying. Seeing all the prep work on the walls, like I would definitely take interest in painting.
So partnering with Construction Pathways is an excellent opportunity for our school. So much better to be able to learn something hands-on than sitting in a classroom all of the time. And this virtual reality and what Construction Pathways have been able to do is brilliant in being able to open their eyes to that.